Okay, we're back in Tinkercad now, and we're gonna make him a little cheaper and easier to print. So, if you've made any of the changes that I suggested, if you were having problems with his feet or with his mouth, you can go ahead do that, and then when you're done with that, you can continue on with this video. But if you're all set, let's keep moving forward. So right now he's huge. So we're going to shrink him down. So the best way to do that right now is to select him, and we're just going to do a scale. So you're going to select the corner, and you're going to hold shift and left mouse click and then push in, and we're going to see how that works. Okay. So select them. Let's just put them in the middle. Okay. All right. And I just want to see how big he is in inches. So you can do that by going to the edit grid, and you can switch to inches and update grid, and then we select them all and we put our mouse over the corner. So he's 1.3 inches wide by 0.8 of an inch deep. Okay, so now let's see. Got a little issue with his eyes there. That's not cool. That might be just something in Tinkercad. So let's just go back over, and then we're going to go to Design, Order 3D Print, back to Shapeways, Print 3D Color, and let's see if that brings him down to a more interesting price. So I'm going to pause the video while this is going over. Okay, so we go over to Continue Printing. So that's definitely a lot better than what it was. Now we just have to wait and see how it comes out when it does its final calculations. Alright, so it passed, and wow, that's a big price difference. $6.98. That's huge. Right, now that's very doable. And that's just from shrinking it. So if we look, it actually passed everything, which is really impressive. You could print it in plastic for even less. Of course, it'd only be white. But if you look close, yeah, so the blue in the eyes looks fine, so that's good. So it would probably print okay. So again, so this in size would be 1.1 inches wide, a little less than an inch. So this is really small. I would like it a little bigger than that. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to move it up a little bit bigger, and I'd be willing to pay a little bit more money for that, because with it that small, it's just be too easy to lose. Okay, so that, of course, this is my choice. If you're happy with that price and you're happy with it being that, you're okay with it being that small, then go right ahead. So, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go back. Okay, so let's make this smaller. 2 1/4 by what that does. Now we'll go to Design, Order a 3D Print. And continue printing. Okay, so let's see what the costs are. And it's still computing. Okay, so now got the full color sandstone. It came in, passed, and it's at $30. So that's a lot better. It's still a little expensive. I'd want to get it down to 20, ideally. So I'm gonna save that as medium. And I'm going to save changes, and then let's see if we can get it even smaller. So I'm going to go back to Tinkercad, and there's one other thing we can do. We can hollow him out. So what we'll do is I'm going to create a sphere. I'm going to go up to Shape Generators, and we're going to go into the Community and get the high-res sphere. Here we go. It's on tab 9. I drag that in. And we want to place this inside. In order to help place it, I'm going to turn his head invisible or clear. I'm going to use the arrow key. I'm going to switch the grid back. Go to Edit Grid and switch it back to millimeters. And I'm just going to pull it up real quick. Okay, let's try and get it in the middle. Okay. All right. Now we can make it bigger. So what we'll do is, but we'll do it here. We'll be able to control it. Whoa. Let's do 12. Okay, we have 12. Just center it. Okay. Probably make it a little thinner, a little bigger. Let's go to 13. Okay. So now we'll turn it into a hole, and we'll turn this back to a color, back to pink, and then we'll select both and we'll group it. There. Now let's take a look. We'll turn this back into a hole, see, and there we go. It created a hole. Now we have to create a hole for it to drain out of. So we're going to put one down here underneath his body. So we'll turn that back to pink. Alright. So now we've hollowed him out on the inside, and we're going to create a cylinder to create a place for the material to come out. We'll do that in the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe.